Hey, you already know. We're back. It's the Flex Zone, the only place where you can get your sports how you want it, when you need it. I'm your host, Mikkel Ramos, and in the building, the usual suspects, my only suspects, my kings. What's a queen without kings? Dre, Cravante, Byron, D, Roger. What's up, yo?
Hey.
What's going on?
What's good?
Is that authentic?
What's good in the hood, people?
How much street cred did I get for that, yo?
You get a lot of
I don't get nothing.
Hola.
Why does he sound like that
Barry
song?
White.
You never
It's
find.
him.
No.
Wait till he gets his social media popping, and then we'll get this whole chocolate thunder thing he got going on.
Oh,
over
boy.
No, Mark Henry's over here.
there. Anywho,
That's self-control.
please go. Anyways, please go like us on our Facebook
Pause.
page. What? Wait, are we paused? What are you doing
3
here?
minutes later.
Please go like us on our face. This is for In Between the Zone, okay? We're going to, not In Between the Zone, Balance of Opinion, a whole nother show. Relajado, me.
It's a WWE reference.
That too. Y'all in. Anywho, please go like us on our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us and comment on Twitter, Periscope, and Instagram at The Flex Zone 1. We don't have nothing in here today. Our interns took the week off.
Spring break, baby.
Spring
Time
break
to
at
turn
Morgan
up.
State. I hope everybody went somewhere good. If you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, send us an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And, Roger, we're going to start with you. If the people want to reach you, how can they reach you?
They can reach me.
Come on, bro. We ain't got our show.
All right, they can reach me on Facebook at Roger Lee Herring, and they can reach me on
my cell
Instagram
phone.
at Roger Lee Herring. Don't laugh. They can reach me though. D.
Okay, Barry White.
D and all of the Maryland gear.
Yeah, I'm a little saddened for my Terps woman tonight. But anyway, follow me on Twitter, The Flex Zone 1, and on Facebook, The Mars Analyst D.
Byron, you're here. How can they follow you?
In the flesh at BKD_TV, BKD-TV.net.
Cravante, new Flex Zone hat, hey?
Oh yeah, got one more for y'all. Crevante Hurd, that's CREVONTE HURDE at Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, Crevante_H.
It's a nice hat, man.
Appreciate it.
The
Let her
man
have
that is Andre Melton.
On Snapchat and Twitter, Be More Show Off.
Why is this? I don't even want to entertain while he's laughing. Go ahead.
On Facebook, Andre Melton. I guess Byron's laughing because
I got to give it to you. I'll say it on air. Your snaps are getting better, my friend.
They're
Thank
improving.
They're getting better.
Once you
Thank
start announcing everything, it's getting a little bit better.
It's coming around. It takes time,
You know.
You get some funny stuff on there.
Oh, you saw the one from yesterday?
No, I haven't seen anything yet, but finish your social media.
Oh no, that's it.
Okay.
I already gave you all the above.
And you can find me on Facebook at Mikkel Ramos, that's MYKELLRAMOS, and on Instagram and Snapchat at Mikkel Sade, that's MYKELLSADE. Okay, shall we, tonight?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Before we start, can I just ask for one favor?
From who?
What's this?
D.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yes.
I know we
Is there a
haven't.
score to settle here?
We haven't gotten into the March Madness, but there's something that you said during March Madness where we talked about Duke.
Mm-hmm.
So can you just say the name, and I'm gonna intro it just for you.
Wait, before you say this too, you also have to not only say that, you have to say the coach, the correct name of the coach, because you just disrespecting him. Don't leave
You have
this
to-
off air.
I love it,
USA,
Mikkel.
Coach?
Hey,
Coach
hey.
and the
USA
team.
coach?
I love
Stop
it, Mikkel.
And the city and state at which they inhabit.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna wrap it up for you.
I'm burning.
They are the reigning, defending national champions of college basketball.
Please, Oregon and Oklahoma beat them.
Hey, say the
name, damn it.
Beat Duke.
No. You will say the name.
I said the name.
No,
Duke.
say it respectfully.
I said it.
You will
Duke.
say this name.
Who's their coach?
What's the full school's name?
Oh, no, I can't say it with these.
You
fellas
said if
on.
they make it
Take
to
that
this
off.
round,
You'll be okay.
you would say it.
Look.
And their coach.
Duke was able to beat UNC Wilmington by luck, and then they played a Yale team. They already played this year, so they will get a little credit for me. They are Duke right now, but Oregon and Oklahoma. Please
Duke and
beat
wait a minute. And who's their
them.
coach? Who's their coach?
The United States.
No.
Coach Krzyzewski.
Who is their coach?
Mike Krzyzewski, the coach
Thank
of
you.
the United States.
No, we just ended right there.
They're the coach of who?
Get
And
right
he's
there.
also the coach of the
The coach of who?
of that Duke team too.
That's as good as y'all gonna get.
Well, it's okay. I mean, you know what?
Because
Because he's kind of like Skip Bayless, kind of hedging on his bets. But I mean, look,
That's
look,
the best you're gonna get. You're gonna take that, right?
hey, look, I'll take it. A win is a win.
Hey,
But I mean, I'm just happy that he had to eat
Oklahoma's
crow.
coming for Duke.
And Drake.
Yeah.
And
Believe it.
Dre, what did I tell you? Don't give up on your Blue Devils.
I didn't. You saw.
Yeah, he
pushed me
did.
into-
Yeah, he
Lucky.
did. Yeah, he
He
did.
pushed
They
me
got
into a corner.
lucky.
And what did I do?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He was
I
on
was
Group B
confident when I
crying.
said they was going to make it out the
Right,
week.
like,
They
Quiet.
got lucky. They didn't
I
play
was
Me,
fair.
Roger, and Dre.
Be quiet, man.
Okay, guys, simmer
look,
down,
look,
simmer
what-
down. We're going to
NBA.
get into that March Madness a little later in the show. However, we got to talk about the boys that are actually in the National Basketball Association. And we start with the Eastern Conference, shall we? Very interesting. The Cavaliers lose to the Heat, 122-101. LeBron James, 13 of 20, 26 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Kyrie Irving, 5 for 18, 14 points. The Cavs, at this point, are 0-3 against the Miami Heat. Why are the Miami Heat so effective against the Cavaliers? You looked at me first. Cravante, go.
Man, I don't know what it is. I think it's a curse. I think it's a LeBron curse because every time LeBron goes back to South Beach, he does not play well, and neither do the Cavaliers as a team. But I can't pinpoint any particular thing because the Cavaliers are a better team than the Heat. So I don't understand why this is happening.
D, I come to you because you've been a LeBron enthusiast
critic?
to talk. The critic, to say the least, not enthusiast. Safe to say, when LeBron comes into town, the Miami Heat play like the 1 seed. They don't play like the 4th seed. They play like it's the Eastern Conference Finals. And LeBron, I don't know if it's psychological, he can't seem to play at all. Why is it so hard for LeBron to come home? And when I say home, I say that in quotation marks, and I say that speaking of LaShawn McCoy.
I think the crowd will make sure it's not home for LeBron. I think it is a mental thing. He comes there, and he don't play as well. Dwayne Wade gets up for it. But right now it looks like it's more about Kyrie Irving. He's not playing well. I think the team wants him to be a passer, and he wants to be more of a scorer. So they got more issues than Sports Illustrated going on right now. I'll tell you that.
They got a whole lot. How long will these issues last? I mean, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, the same team that went to the finals last year. What is the problem? They should, after injuries, they should be fine right about now. They should be pushing towards the finals, correct?
They should, but right now I think they're only a game up on Toronto. It's like every time they lose, it's somebody's fault. You know, LeBron's with his tweets, and Kyrie Irving's on this corner. Kevin Love's pointing at everybody else.
Did you see the Instagram the other day when he had a picture collage to his brothers, Carmelo, Dwayne, Chris Paul. Doesn't matter what they say we should do or not do with our careers. Your face says it.
I guess the only other team that had this much turmoil was the Lakers back in 2004. When they had their issues going on.
Yeah.
But they still won.
Right.
Yeah.
They at least got to the finals and got trashed by Detroit. So
I mean, the Cavs team. It's not like they're not going to make it to the finals. Is there any competition in the East?
Let's talk about that, shall we? Eastern Conference Finals implications. How far of a limit will the Miami Heat push them if this is a matchup? A lot of people were saying that the Heat may also be a team, which I don't understand. Shout out to Ashley Baker.
Oh, boy.
Our Fox Sports, another one of our Fox Sports correspondent. We didn't get into a heavy debate. I didn't think it was that heavy on Facebook, was it? It wasn't that heavy, but it was heavy enough. I may have said the Heat are the Clippers of the East, but I digress.
Man,
Clippers.
D, I think you was.
You gonna disrespect the Heat like that?
Right.
That's disrespectful.
That's a little strong.
I digress. They're a little bit too status quo for me in the Eastern Conference, where it should be the Cavs and who else, but it doesn't seem like that anymore. 4th seed, Whiteside's playing good. Chris Bosh may or may not be coming back.
I hope he does.
He is doing. I mean, Dwayne
Congratulations.
Wade is doing his thing. Luau Deng's performing. So this may be something that comes together at the last minute. If this finals happens, how far can they push Cleveland?
They got. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go and then him.
I think they can push them to 6 or 7 games. I mean, I do think Chris Bosh is going to try to give it a go and come back. I mean, he's practicing right now. And Dwayne Wade is playing like the Dwayne Wade of old. Ashley Baker. Yes, I said it.
So I guess Flash does return back when the
Yes.
clock's not dead, whatever you say.
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
yeah, and pretty much Cleveland is. I mean, they don't really care too much about the top spot for what I'm saying. It's Tyronn Lue came out and said all he cares about is resting his players over the top spot, over the top seed. So, I mean, Miami's going to be right there. I think Miami's the best team, the second best team out in the Eastern Conference. Toronto has to prove it first, and they haven't proved it. So, I think they can give them a run for their money.
Toronto has to win a playoff series, correct? Mm-hmm. The last, that 6th, 7th, 8th bracket is starting to switch a little bit. Detroit goes on a bit of losing streak. That switches out a bit. The Wizards get in. The Wizards have played Toronto. Give or take, they go into the 7th seed. They played Toronto before. They swept them. This may not be a matchup that Toronto's looking for.
Definitely.
Definitely not.
Or Indiana, for that matter.
No, not at all. And the way it's set up right now, they would play Indiana in the first round, and
Paul George is not playing with them.
Nah, and thank God for him coming back off an injury, because he came back even stronger than ever. He's back. I think he's probably back to being one of the top 5 players in the NBA right now.
And it kind of is unsettling with the Indiana. It's to a degree. Let's talk about the Eastern Conference. It's unfair that there's no. You know, when you used to look at the Eastern Conference, like there used to be a fire that lights inside when you talked about certain Eastern Conference teams. I mean, granted, it's the Cavs, but you have no. It's not like you don't have any love for the rest of the Eastern Conference, but it's like, who? Like, you should be excited about Paul George. You should be excited about Indiana. 2 years ago, Indiana they were the team to take Miami.
Well, where is that team right now? They've disintegrated. They're gone. It's just Paul George. And is George Hill still on the team? Like, I don't even know. Anybody heard from him?
He still got the blonde hair, I believe, too. You know.
I think Monte Ellis has played more minutes now.
It's probably the blonde. It's probably the blonde hair. Monte Ellis was good. I did like that pickup in the offseason, but they still need something else. But I think they're they're obviously a little bit older team, more experienced team than Toronto. Toronto, I'm not sure what it is. They give us so much hype, and I think it might be the Drake syndrome here. But it's so much hype, and they look so good at times, but when the lights are on, when the lights are really on, they fold.
So is this one appropriate? The Cincinnati Bengals of the NBA?
Yeah.
I can say that one.
Dang.
Okay.
Dang, I kind of set that one up, right? I kind of set that one all up.
Riding this choo-choo train, are you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Nah, I can't because
what does it take to ride the train?
Well, Drake has to stop doing all of what he's doing, because I think
he's
putting a bad aura in this. Trust me, for all sales and marketing, cool.
Yeah.
But for the basketball, he need to stop. Like, that has to stop, man.
I mean, DeMar DeRozan is good, and Kyle Lowry is good. They
absolutely.
don't need that extra.
They're definitely
need to be focused. That's all they need.
They're a top 3 backcourt in the league.
I think it's a little too soon to compare them to the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean,
yeah, that's too
soon.
strong.
But I mean, they're like the super.
But if they go on this track, that's where they headed.
I forget the name of the lady. She was on the Days of Our Lives or something. Some soap opera. Susan Lucci, I think her name was. She went how many years without winning an Emmy? Toronto Raptors. Eventually, you just keep it going and going and going. They'll never get anyone's respect.
That's not the soap with Victor.
I'm just looking at you because I just didn't take you for the soap opera type. But okay,
is that the one with
learn
Victor?
something new every day.
Is that the one with Victor?
It's not just X's and O's.
No,
I might happen to watch a few.
That's
not Young
Oh,
anyways,
okay.
Anyways,
if the Raptors somehow take over number 1 seed, would that change anything?
No,
not really.
No.
I feel kind of bad for the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, it could be Detroit though. If Detroit's still in the 8th spot.
All I'm saying is, I picked Miami and Cleveland to play in the East Conference Finals, but of course we forget Miami's only 1 game back of the Hawks for 3. The key is for them to get that 3 seed and avoid Cleveland to the Eastern Conference Finals. Then we'll see what happens.
Last time we checked, that 4th, 5th seed was going to be the one everybody wanted to watch, correct?
Well, I mean, it's still pretty
the Celtics
close.
are a little bit of a slide right now. A little bit of a slide. 5-5 in their last 10. Hornets kind of rising. Pacers kind of staying steady. Bulls play the Cavs in the first round. That could be a grinded out series. I mean, the Cavs probably win, but won't be easy.
Okay, let's keep this moving, shall we? Dwayne Wade. We must discuss Dwayne Wade. 10 of 17, 24 points in this one. In third quarter of the game, becomes the 41st player in NBA history to record his 20th point. Dwayne Wade. When Flash was Flash, Flash was flashing.
True.
What has his game meant to the league prolific for sure. D, you spoke. Go ahead.
I mean, Dwayne Wade is the type of guy when it's showtime, he's going to come play. He did it in college at Marquette, did it in the NBA. When he comes to play and it's go time, he's there. But the key is right now the injuries with him. He look like he's overcoming some of that. Probably as healthy as he's been in, 3-4 years?
In a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. So he's looking good right now. I think with Dwayne, his impact's going to be a pretty good shooting guard. But he's going to be remembered for that title run briefly, but he might not be remembered as much as he could have been maybe if he didn't have LeBron with him per se. I don't know.
And injuries, too.
Yeah, definitely the injuries. Definitely.
But, I mean, we must take it back. Dwayne Wade.
I mean, well, he's the Flash, man. This is vintage. I love using this word when I can.
Vintage.
This is vintage Dwayne Wade, man. When you get a nickname in the NBA, that means you are real, man. And I'm glad it's not over because I almost gave him the Kobe treatment. Like, it's about that time.
Don't get me started.
But I won't. But I'm glad he's giving it. He's giving it what he was. You know what I'm saying? Back in those days of 3-4 years ago, I think you said, D. He still has that in him, and the Heat are going to need all of it because to even make it to the Eastern Finals.
So what's caused the resurgence? Shot the gap.
Oh,
I was about to say
he needed because I think he really understands that they need it with the whole Chris Bosh situation. They need him more than ever right now, and they did pick up Joe Johnson. I love that pickup.
Yeah, Joe Johnson.
But he knows they need him, and I think he really understands that. And it may be a little shout to Gabby too, but
hey, a woman will do it for you every time. A woman will make you move some mountains, boy.
I always seem to go back to this because I remember the trade deadline.
A woman
Everybody
can
was
do
talking
a
about
lot of
Al
things.
Horford. Would Al Horford have been effective in this lineup?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Whiteside has actually stepped his game up.
He has.
After this All-Star break. To make sure he gets that next contract next year. But the Heat, Dwayne Wade, you said it all, man. I mean, he's pretty much turn the clock back, and he's pretty much his old self again.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing for the.
And it's
Will
a beautiful
he get one more?
He might get one more.
What, one more ring?
Yes.
Nah, man. Long as the West is the West, as long as the Spurs and the Warriors out there.
He doesn't.
Because even if he gets past LeBron, you still got to face Steph Curry and them or Tim Duncan and them. Like,
and them.
and them. Like, you know who them is. You know who them is.
Them be the ones when you know who them is. You just don't want to see who them is.
Well, you do know his contract is up after this year, so he's pretty much.
You're right. I forgot. You're right.
I mean, he tag along with the right team, he might get another one.
I don't see Dwayne Wade as that type of player, though.
You think he's going to stay in Miami?
You mean not like LeBron?
No, I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, he could.
I got one in before you,
but
D.
I just don't see. I just don't see Dwayne Wade going anywhere. I think he's Miami.
Not, they gave him all that money.
He brought them their first chip.
He does love South Beach.
I mean, it's South Beach. Like, where would he go?
But he doesn't live in. Did he live in South Beach?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he lives somewhere around there.
I mean, he better stay there for all that money they owed him that. But for all that money that they gave him, he better stay there. But okay, Dwayne Wade's healthy. Everybody's inserted. Still in all, Miami still are they still fearable? You still fear Miami?
I wouldn't say
Not
fear.
fearful. That's not a word.
I would.
Are you fearful of Miami?
Um,
It made sense in the sentence, though. You can give me that? No.
It's I wouldn't say fearful. The elite teams probably don't fear them, but they'll run through majority of the East because of a straight talent, especially if Dwayne Wade plays as vintage as he's been playing now.
And they got depth. That's the key.
And depth
Gotta
is
have
good too.
depth.
And finally, Whiteside is getting it together because I heard he had some. He was going through his DeMarcus Cousins phase, I think.
I guess. Man,
somebody.
when you need him, get it together.
Weed.
Get them together. Like that man was crazy, but then he played ball. You know what I'm saying? Twitter poll. Maybe you guys can elaborate on this, but we're asking our people out there, our Twitter people, which team in the East can compete with the Cavs? If you're gonna go that route, we're getting towards the playoffs. Miami, Boston, Charlotte, or Toronto. And can you tell me, please, our last Twitter poll was where should Carmelo Anthony ask for a trade? Correct?
The last one was about the Denver Broncos.
With the Denver Broncos.
Oh wait, we didn't get our results for the Carmelo.
All right,
We got to go back.
need to
I got to
find
go
him.
back,
Yeah,
and then
we
we got to
gotta
get.
go back.
And I
We
wrote
gotta
down
go
the
back.
results for
All right,
the other
all
one.
right.
Just go ahead.
All right, I can tell you for you want the one for the Denver Broncos?
Let's go Denver Broncos. So let's start
right.
from last week.
So 63% of people said yes, and 37% said no about RG3 being the Denver Broncos franchise quarterback.
Hey, you be respectful.
Hey,
He could be a clown.
You be.
the one
It can
last,
always be
the
worse.
one,
You could
the
be
one,
a tortoise.
the one before that was should Steph Curry be the first unanimous MVP? 83% said yes,
Oh,
17% said no, and
No.
It's never gonna be 100%.
Yeah, same.
Whether it be a hater or if he has some real facts to back it up, like it's always never gonna be 100%.
And Mello.
I don't see them. I gotta go back for the Mellow one.
Okay, we'll let you. research that.
Melo deleted it. That's what happened.
He said he got all control.
I mean, a little tease for the WrestleMania special. I mean, who would you rather see the Undertaker face at WrestleMania? Sting, Shane McMahon, John Cena,
Oh
or
yeah,
Braun
I did
Strowman?
say that.
And 46% of people said Sting, 38% said John Cena, Shane and Braun Strowman were at 8% each.
Man, they got a tie.
Well, until you're still searching for that Mello. But next week, is there any team in the East that can compete with the Cavs? You have Miami, you have Boston, you have the Charlotte Hornets, and you have Toronto to choose from. I'm going to keep it pushing to this heavyweight bout. Saturday night on ABC Primetime, baby. Saturdays have been so great. I was so happy that they implemented that.
I was too.
That was a good thing.
Yeah, it was.
Because after a while, I mean, it was like no more football. What the heck? And then Saturday. There we go. Anywho, San Antonio, 87. Golden State, 79. A preconceived blowout became a slugfest. They went up and down to a degree. San Antonio was 44th at home. Let's talk about this one, though. Tim Duncan plays no more than 8 minutes. Last time they got routed, Tim Duncan was not even eligible to be playing at all. They said there was no Tim Duncan. They didn't need him anyway, D.
No, I said last week that Ginobili, Duncan, and Parker to an extent would be a little bit ineffective against the Warriors. And Pop, I think, showed his hand, but he had to move around with Stephen Curry, frustrate him, and use some of the younger bodies they have to kind of hang on. But it did help that Bogut is silly and Iguodala didn't play for the Warriors, and that pretty much took the size away, and the Spurs was able to dominate inside.
Let's talk about the young guys, shall we? Kawhi Leonard, 18. Boris Diaw, 14. Danny Green had a good game. Oh, my God, you traveled, Danny Green, and that was not called. That's the difference between what? They were down 2 at that point. Then they scored the next 5 or something like that, San Antonio. The refs, what the heck were y'all doing? That's a pure travel.
Danny Green's defense, though, is
Travel.
the difference in that game.
Okay, Danny Green, 10. Patty Mills, effective as well. LaMarcus.
Say my name, Patty.
So
Patty.
the young boys handling business. You talk about that, Byron. The young boys handling business for the Spurs in this one.
You forgot about the key. The
No.
player
Don't say it yet.
That's going to be
Don't
the
say
key
it
for
yet.
him.
Don't say it yet. Talk about the young guys. I'm going into him.
I mean, he's still kind of young, though. But, I mean, Kawhi Leonard's the best two-way player in the NBA. I mean, he's going to get some MVP votes. I mean, the Spurs only, what, a couple games back? Technically only 3 games back. 2 more games with the Warriors, 1 at home and 1 at Oracle. We know how that might go. Both of these teams conceivably could win 70 games, and not one of them could not get to the finals. It's kind of screwed up. But this was a game the Spurs had to have. I mean, granted, they play excellent defense, but they only won by what? 2 points? Exactly.
Exactly. But I want to talk about the big man on campus.
Oh,
to a degree. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's 26 for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, what a gem, Roger.
What a gem.
This San Antonio picked up in LaMarcus Aldridge. To a degree, LaMarcus Aldridge, if we're talking about trades, Kevin Durant, if you think about going somewhere, my brother, LaMarcus Aldridge is the blueprint. This is a star that came from somewhere else. He made his name.
Mm-hmm.
He went somewhere else and he went to an actual contender. And is still and has been playing great basketball. At this point, what kind of message does he send to everybody else that's going for trades? And talk about how effective LaMarcus Aldridge has been in that trade.
I was going to say that was free agency, though.
I know, but at the same time, I mean, if you get traded or you kind of sort of can pick where you're going to go. Marcus Aldridge has made a good standing here in being who he was. I mean, if you're going to talk about stars going from place to place, Marcus Aldridge, a gem, totally.
I mean, well, the last game he didn't step his game up when they played the Warriors and they got completely destroyed. So he wanted to make sure this time around that he pretty much gave everything that he had against the Warriors. So he balled out. This man was all over the place, getting rebounds, putbacks, shooting lights out. So I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, and Pop pretty much put him in a position. I think they played small ball a little bit, put him in position to get the rebounds and pretty much run up and down the court. So, because Tim Duncan, I mean, he's still kind of probably still not healthy. So, and they probably waiting to use him in the playoffs. So that's what they
not against
had
this
to
team.
do.
Keep him on the bench.
Yeah, he didn't need to play that many minutes.
San Antonio brings out the big guns. Popovich brings out all he has. If that's their biggest punch, and at one point they lost an 11-point lead, and the Golden State Warriors took the lead, give or take two threes Steph Curry makes, and this game's a little bit different. If this is their biggest punch, is it enough for them to do it in 4?
No,
I don't think this was their biggest punch.
So this game means nothing.
Listen, I don't put nothing past Coach Pop. I'm sure he got something else up his sleeve, man. And I just think he had to show a little bit, like I think D, you kind of alluded to it. He had to show a little bit of his hand because he kind of did the same thing to LeBron. Harass LeBron. and harass their best player. If he's really that good and he's that dominant, harass him. Please harass him.
You know, in this game, I mean, it was really, really different. Like you saw, it was always a man on Steph. Like,
and it was a different man. I remember it was one possession. I think like 4 out of the 5 players
They all put a hand on it. They
touched him.
Yeah.
He had a block 3.
I mean, you know,
And I think Danny Green blocked it.
again.
Yeah, first 3 was blocked.
and I mean, this is a guy who can shake and bake boogie on anybody. You know,
Right.
you see him doing some and one type of moves in the NBA, and Steph could not just.
But
Steph could
see,
not get
when
open at
you
all.
throw defenders at him, he can't get comfortable with anybody.
But it's funny you say that because I found it very uncomfortable and unsettling. And Byron, you said this, watching Steph Curry stay at the 3. You know they're coming at you on that 3-point line. You have LaMarcus Aldridge switching on you. You also have Tim Duncan switching on you at one point. Why not use your athleticism to go in the middle? He did take a couple shots going in the lane. He missed the layup and then he went right back in, and he didn't take advantage of that for me.
He was off, and Clay was off. But like the game against the Lakers, I mean, they're going to be nice where if you're a jump shooting team, and like D said, you don't have all your horses in the stable, you're going to have nights where you're off. I mean, it just happens. It doesn't happen very often because I think we're so spoiled by their greatness, both of them together, that if they're cold, you know, they really don't have another guy that can get that hot from 3-point range. So looking at this team, they're the best scoring team in the league. So seeing them only being held to, under 80 points is kind of surprising, knowing they have other pieces. But that's where the other guys going to have to step up. I mean, they have the best bench in the NBA. They're going to have to get some contributions from those guys because other teams are going to do what? It's a copycat league. Do the same thing, especially in the playoffs when the games are limited to a half court, which you saw the Spurs do. But this onus goes back to Steve Kerr, second-year coach, still pretty young. Let's see what he can do to make adjustments.
We got to go take a break, but I want to leave you with this. If you told me Steph Curry's factor in this game would be 4 for 18 from the field for 14 points, the bigger stat, 1 for 12 from the 3-point line. Let that marinate for a minute. We're going to take a break. This is the Flex Zone. We'll tell you to come back, but we're going to do that anyway. We'll be right back.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Cut that music. This is Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and the Flex Zone has a special announcement. The second WrestleMania special's coming, and if you don't listen to it, you're fired.
That's right, Vince. You're fired. But March 29th, 2016 is going to be our WrestleMania special. We're going to have Mike Knox as our special guest. It's going to be the usual suspects. Brian Waters is coming through. Check us out and just make sure you listen very carefully to all the matches, all the details that is going on about WrestleMania 32.
And if you don't, may you rest in peace.
Just like my son Shane, which he will become a son of a...
Whoa! Don't you dare finish that sentence.
And he got no chance in hell.
We're back, and I hope you missed us. I left you with something before we went on a break. 1 for 12 from three-point line, Steph Curry. Is that a stat you expected to see, D?
No. But the screener was coming over, and Steph's best chance would have been to pass to the screener and get some wide-open two-point shots. I think if they make that one adjustment against the Spurs next time, they'd be fine.
Yeah, that's my thing. I was watching it, and I'm just like, Steph, if you're cold like that, why not pass the ball off?
Yeah, he got.
No, but wait, no, you can't just say that because
mental
Steph
as well.
Curry is a shooter. We know how easily he could get hot. At any point this can turn around, and it's like.
But at some point you gotta wave the white flag, and he should have known that
shooter, man,
he
not
was.
a
He was.
shooter.
Well,
they showed that he was
saying
good
said.
driving in the basket, but his 3-point shots they just weren't there. But he could drive anytime.
It's
But
like-
you know what that saying says. Once you hit one,
Right.
And he
It
did.
opens right up
He
with you.
did hit one, but my issue was in the fourth quarter when they kept trying to feed it to him, and he was just going brick. And I was like, man, let
why not
somebody
take
else.
it into the lane? Why not at that point make a decision to drive to the hole?
Because the thing, what was happening, the screener was getting free. After he hit the screen, the screener would get free, and then the defender would go over and defend Steph. Steph can just put the ball right over there to the screener and get it in.
We talked a lot about Popovich and his schemes. Steve Kerr was a little hot on this game, turning red and everything. He got a technical. When Danny Green, allegedly Danny Green traveled.
Shout out to
Wasn't
them Tar
no
Heels.
alleged. Wasn't alleged. He traveled. Anywho, Steve Kerr, I thought he was going to put on his jersey. He had one. He got another one back in the back.
But you know what? They need that. The Warriors needed that. They need to see him like that.
That's funny because when what was that, the second quarter he got that technical? No, it was the first. He got that technical first. They went on like an 8-0 run or something like that, and they came back from an 11-point lead at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So what we talk about Pop, Steve Kerr ain't that shabby neither when it comes to making it happen.
Yeah.
What adjustments
The
does
pupil and
he
the
make?
teacher. Pupil and the teacher.
The pupil, the teacher, and a previous Zen master. So
I know, right?
what can we expect from him next game?
He's got to make adjustments.
Yeah, he's gotta
That's it.
make
He
that
just got to
adjustment.
learn to adjust because you're going to have to do it in a series. I mean, he's done it. He did it last year, but in the series, you got to make adjustments fast, like almost in-game adjustments. And he just got to learn to do it a little bit more
He's an
frequently
Oliver
because,
adjustment.
yes, even though it wasn't his adjustment, but he implemented it. He made it happen.
And
Let's say Luke
and
Walton had
Harrison-
to hold him back.
And Harrison Barnes playing the 4, man. That was just scary, though.
That hurt them.
That was scary,
It was
man.
bad.
He looked bad against Boris D. I felt bad for him.
He was getting bullied.
Boris
literally.
Diaw made him look like
But I mean,
A
kid
boy.
made you.
A boy. He's a boy.
he wasn't getting as bullied as much as.
Gosh, I remember Boris
Mr. Green
Diaw in
was.
Oh,
Phoenix.
Green against all
Wow,
odds.
that's a
Lord.
throwback right there.
Throwback Boris Diaw in Phoenix. Steve Nash times.
A quick flex on factoid. If you're the Warriors, you should be scared of this. The Warriors have not beaten the Spurs in San Antonio
How many
in
games?
32 tries since February 14th
a long
of
time.
1997. Stephen Curry was only 8 years old.
Steph Curry was 8. Steve Kerr was on that
The
Bulls
Bulls.
team they were trying to catch
And
now.
was Tim Duncan still at Wake Forest?
Tim Duncan was still at Wake Forest.
97.
Well, they were close.
And Popovich had just
They just took over.
took over as head coach of the Spurs.
I think, honestly, I think
Wow,
I
all
think
that history in one fact?
I think Golden State can beat the Spurs in San Antonio, and you
Don't
saw
even do
They gonna have to.
I mean, they almost did.
Almost gonna have to.
Give
You
or
saw-
take, this
but-
game is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I mean, they only lost by how much? They lost the differential.
Trust me, they can do it.
Yeah.
They can definitely do it because we know when Steph is hot, that's a wrap.
Can I ask you a question? What are the chances? Okay, what's the higher chances? Is the higher chances that the Spurs can do what they did on Saturday in 4, or is it a higher chance that Golden State can take one in San Antonio?
I think
Or take a couple.
I think Golden State, the higher one is Golden State being able to take one from San Antonio. Listen, like Byron said earlier, they don't have too many off games. Like, they have 7 losses on the entire year out of almost 70 games. They're not off too often.
Well, they just lost tonight.
So
They lost again?
They lost to Charlotte.
It's their first back-to-back loss?
No, Spurs.
No,
we're
I'm
talking
talking about the Spurs.
I thought you were talking about the Warriors.
I was like, hold up,
breaking
Hey,
news.
whoa,
this
whoa.
record may not happen now. But
Hey, 61-59 though. They only up by 2
As we talking now, yeah.
as we speak.
Spurs and Charlotte
No. Charlotte already beat the Spurs. I'm talking about Golden State. They only up by 2.
Against Minnesota.
against Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
well,
Are these
Yeah, don't
back-to-backs
worry.
getting to them?
They're like the most traveled team in NBA history.
Yeah,
So
they-
after
they
a
have-
while,
They've been getting them since the beginning. They've been getting them since the beginning.
So after a while, yeah, fatigue is going to wear and tear on you with all the traveling.
I think the higher is that Golden State would be able to take one from the Spurs, maybe even a couple, but they don't have too many off nights. That what happened against the Spurs, that don't happen too often.
Well,
You know what? I think they both will stop each other's home winning streaks. It's going to come to an end eventually. Why not to the teams that are both undefeated?
shoot, I thought it was going to come to an end Saturday. Anyways, no more futuristic points here. I'm not going to talk about this game because in retrospect, we got to get to real games in the playoffs. I want to, Byron, I'm going to give you a little bit of spotlight a little bit. I want to talk about your favorite subject.
I have a lot of those.
Well, this one particularly is the big man that's in Houston, Dwight Howard. Stick 'em, shall we? And for those that don't know what stick 'em is a grip enhancer. A lot of people use it. A lot of athletes use it. However, for Dwight Howard, Paul Millsap of the Atlanta Hawks, he notices the ball, in his words, a little more clingy than usual. I don't know how that's a term used for stick 'em, but he says he sounds like he was talking about a ex-girlfriend. But anyways, a little more clingy than usual. In between free throws in the first quarter, Dwight Howard does not touch the ball. But apparently, in coming back on the court, he touches it this time after he grabs Millsap's first make of his free throws. After checking in. Cheating scandal, dun dun dun. However, Dwight Howard laughs at all allegations. I've been using it for the last 5 years. It hasn't been a problem. I don't know why people are making a big deal out of it. I do it every game. It's not a big deal. I'm not tripping. By the way, for all that don't know, stick 'em is illegal in the NBA.
That it is.
But he not tripping.
Byron, you have any thoughts on your friend? That is Dwight Howard.
Every time I want to believe in Dwight Howard, something foolish happens, whether it's forcing his way out of L.A. I don't know what else to say about this guy. I mean, he's never lived up to the potential of being one of the top picks in the draft, has all the physical attributes, never put in the work, apparently, after having the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, Hakeem Olajuwons.
Patrick Ewings.
I mean, it's just not, I don't understand it. It's just sad. And unfortunately, his team is going to suffer from it. And I hate to say it, but he could be becoming a cancer.
Are you going to come to me?
Would you like to talk about Dwight Howard, sir?
A.K.A. Coward.
I mean, Dwight Howard is pretty much everything that Byron just said. I mean, he's Dwight Howard. He doesn't really strike me as a guy that wants to win. I'm sorry, but I don't see it. I don't see
Don't
that.
apologize for that. that's what it is.
I mean, he forces his way out of Orlando, forces his way out of L.A. Kobe calls him a bad word, pretty much, and he's just that
is it
guy.
Something to the equivalent of what they call females when you don't like them?
Yeah,
that word with the B. Okay, I'll give it to you. Okay.
You just don't repeat that at home. Don't repeat that at home, ladies and gentlemen.
We're a Christian show.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. I know what else to say about Dwight Howard. He's in his 30s. His legs is pretty much not the same as they used to be. His body's not the same as it used to be. So maybe stick him will help him, or probably not. Who knows? Who cares? He sucks.
Man, this ain't no football. What are you doing with stick 'em?
I don't know what else to say about him.
It's not a performing enhancing drug. It's not some other type of substance. It hasn't enhanced him at all. So with it being illegal, he's not worried about it.
First of all, you are 6'10", over 300 pounds, with shoulders like a bodybuilder, and you need stick 'em? Come on, man.
Of all things, you're already a bad free throw shooter. You want the ball to stick to your hands when you're shooting? What are you doing?
He's like a robot out there, for real.
Why is this now being detected? I mean,
Right. Apparently,
Paul
if he's been
Millsap,
quote unquote
5
doing it for
years.
so long,
Paul Millsap all of a sudden lucked up on an innovation or something. What's going on?
you know why? Because his stats suck, and he ain't been playing up to his potential of how he been in Orlando. That's why nobody really give. Folks probably seen it. Folks like, oh, it ain't making him better, so folks don't care.
If he went on like a free throw run.
Right. It's
he
like,
went like 20,
what's going on here?
20 for 30.
Like, whoa. Check him out.
We might want to.
All of a sudden, he's shooting well from the free throw line.
They
Yeah,
drug testing
we
the
don't
NBA?
believe you. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they drug test, but not for performance-enhancing drugs.
Who was it though? We might have to go back in the vault for this one. But who was it that it came out that he was on something on a substance?
J.R. Smith?
No,
What's JR?
no, it was
He got suspended for a week. J.R. Spliff.
What's Weed gonna do?
Relax himself because it's stressful in Cleveland.
Hey, Byron, did he have some of that Clifford Robinson weed?
Oh, he still got it.
Uncle Spliffy?
He took it with him
Hey,
to
listen,
Ohio.
if he was in New York, he'd probably be high on the
He
court.
took it
Because
with
New
him
York
to
got
Ohio.
too much going on. So you mean tell me I can get off the court and then go to the club right after, and it be popping?
Oh, you
Cleveland,
That's why he had to leave.
He
That's
had
why
to go
leave.
home. He got to go home
You
at
party,
Cleveland.
you party with LeBron. That's the same. What you take that mean?
Uncle Spliffy, though.
Anyways, are we done with Dwight Howard? Does anybody else have any words?
It's
Or
not.
is
It's
it
not.
wild
It's not worth
Dwight?
talking about.
He's a coward. His coach is a coward for hiding the stickum. That's why the Rockets will be going home very soon in the first
They'll be
round.
going
of the
home
NBA
for a
playoffs.
long time.
I feel sorry
Anyways,
for Mike Beasley.
Underachiever, underlining 3 times.
under status quo. Clippers, Houston, and I'm throwing Miami in there. Anyways, Anthony Davis, unfortunate, very unfortunate, out for the rest of the season. He's been banged up the last couple of years, to say the least, to be somebody's franchise. Will undergo knee surgery. Something I found very alarming. He's been dealing with a shoulder injury for the past 3 years too, and has been playing straight through that. Nobody took the time to tell him to fix that, and he's going to fix that issue now too. He has a torn labrum in his left shoulder, so not only is he sitting out with shoulder problems, he's sitting out with knee problems. Dre, you sigh. Why?
Because, I mean, to be playing with that injury for years and now you just want to get it fixed? Like, what's going on? I mean, once he heals, Anthony Davis, he's in the top 5 conversation. But, I mean, it's really unfortunate because I really love those H&R Block commercials that he's in.
What does that have to do?
He might need to get his refund to get that shoulder fixed.
Oh no, he going to want to get more because he missing out on money.
I mean,
Missing out on
but
Olympics, too.
his team is garbage. I mean, he's it.
No,
What's
his
to
team
do?
is not garbage.
His team not
They've
even
been
garbage.
playing well.
Bad.
They're all on the
They
same
had an
injury wave.
bug.
Right.
I'm going by this season. They're garbage.
They've been banged
They
up.
had
all
an
year.
injury bug too.
More than a bug. That's a
a
flu.
flu.
It's a plague. It's a plague going on around there.
You know what this is?
It's a problem.
You know what this is? This is karma for firing Monty Williams.
Wait a minute. This is
Karma.
interesting you say this
Oh,
because
that's true.
D, we had this conversation off air.
We did.
Chicago, New Orleans.
That's true.
It's like, what's that doll that they stick in something?
The voodoo doll?
The voodoo.
Yeah.
Somebody's always injured on 2 of these teams. Last year was Derrick Rose. That year, Derrick Rose goes down, they win the chip. Miami is not supposed to. That's their year. And he goes down. It's Jimmy Butler this year.
Right.
Every year, it's something. And then you have New Orleans and you have Anthony
Well,
Davis.
what Roger said, and that's a good point. Monty Williams should not have been fired. That was despicable, that firing. And
That was
it's sad
disgraceful.
what happened to his family, of course, we've seen later on. But
Yeah. Oh, man, how do you recover for that?
Yeah.
Losing your wife like that. How many kids they have? 5, 6, something like
Yeah.
that?
I know
That's
he's not
horrible.
coaching the rest of the year with the
He
Thunder.
shouldn't.
Well, he shouldn't. But
He shouldn't have.
Well, they're gonna get put out anyway.
That's remorseful and
second
nice
round,
for
man.
somebody
He
to
don't need anything else heavy on his
I
heart.
mean,
right
you
now.
just shoot right to the climax, don't you?
You're like a walking cloud.
Like I
And
said,
you win
just
great
right to the
games.
climax.
Just wake
Bang,
me up
bang.
in May when the Spurs and the Warriors play. That's
Wake
all I
you
want to
up.
see.
So you're not enthused about this whole playoffs.
Nope, just wake
you
me up.
sound as
When
bad
the-
as Charles.
I mean, I'm not either. I
just
understand.
wake me up.
I'm still gonna watch.
Wake me
I
up.
still find it exciting to be off on a Saturday in a playoff.
After this
starting. But I
exciting
never
March
am.
Madness, I'll just go to sleep and wake up for the West Conference Finals.
I think the
Oh.
Eastern first round might be exciting. The East might be exciting in the first round.
You
I
gotta
might as well
say
plan my
Mike. You
vacation
gotta say
then.
Mike, man.
I might do an Uncle Raj and
The
plan a
West
trip or
will not
something,
be,
man.
unless it's Oklahoma City and Portland. The
You off
West will
for a
not
week
be.
too?
Hey, man, it just might be. Look out.
But with the whole Anthony Davis situation, it's just a couple injuries that I hate to see players get, as particularly big players. When them knees
and them shoulders too.
Them knees and them shoulders, they don't get better.
He's had both.
And shoulder, knees, and toes. That's one thing you
And
don't want
that's
as
good.
a
He's
big
never
man.
gonna. He's probably never gonna be 100% for the rest of his career, and he has the potential to be the greatest.
One of the greatest.
Yeah.
Yep.
For a time frame, because as soon as LeBron leaves, it'll be Anthony Davis's lead.
What timetable do you give him to get to 100%? I mean, let's face it. After Adrian Peterson, that whole timetable of return thing kind of sort of shifted. You had Kobe do it, and then maybe that was a little bit too soon, but he took a year off. Derrick Rose took a year off. It still ended up the same. And then you got guys just basically don't know when it's time to fully – I mean, Paul George may be a little bit of an enigma this year. So what timetable do you give him to be at least 100%?
I'll say till next season.
I don't know. I didn't know he was playing for 3 years with it torn. That's crazy.
That means
I don't
that
know.
is crazy.
What do you have to do to repair that? And I'm sure the rehab for any injury in the NBA is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So 3 years, like, can that be restructured? Can that be put together? I mean, I know with technology these days, it shouldn't be a problem, but 3 years?
I give him till the start of the season, mid-season, maybe around Christmas.
And at this point, you're in your prime.
But the Pelicans need him.
And at this point, you're in your prime because you're missing.
Oh
the
yeah,
Olympics,
he's like, what? He's 24.
and you're missing the Olympics.
Yeah, man.
Man, he dropped 59
But you know what?
points.
He need to miss the Olympics now.
Definitely.
I mean, the Olympics will be all about the Kobe Gone thing, and then LeBron, and everybody.
Will LeBron even play?
So it'd be. I think who wouldn't put LeBron on?
No, I'm just,
I already say no. LeBron may take himself out. You know how he do.
Yeah, I mean, he might go to the finals and be like, you know what, I don't want to play this.
And especially if you lose, he might be out.
Ooh, that won't that. Shoot, will
You know
will
LeBron.
they be burning
He's
LeBron
playing
jerseys in
in the
Rio?
Olympics.
The USA
Why would he play
coach
in the
will make
Olympics?
sure
He's
he
playing
plays.
in
You-
Rio.
Here you
USA
Okay.
coach
Stop it.
will make sure
Stop
he
it.
plays.
He's
Coach
playing
A.
in Brazil for more
The
reasons than
USA
one.
coach.
He got to go out with something in the year. Why
Like I
not
said,
a gold
he's
medal?
playing in Brazil for more reason than one.
Why not a gold medal? Anyways, because
I
who's
agree.
who's
Get
gonna
great.
beat them?
Oh, the Spaniards always give us a hard time.
Spaniards
Spain,
and
right?
Argentina.
Spain.
Don't knock them both.
Don't forget about that Team Canada. A lot of young talent.
I have my own personal Twitter poll, but this Twitter polls can stay within this group right here. I don't want to. And if you like to chime in America, if you feel the need that you want to reply to me, reply to us, please go
Twitter.
to our go to say it again.
On the Twitter.
Go to there at the Flex Zone 1, shall we? I have a question. Antonio Brown, Von Miller. They're going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh gosh.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm surprised I never have yet to ask Victor Cruz, who probably would kill in that. But anyways,
He got to get back on the
He
field
gotta get
first.
back healthy.
He's
You don't
injured
wanna
for
hurt
real.
himself.
He injured in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
but question: how you choose to do your off season is how you choose to do your off season. Sometimes it works for people, sometimes it don't. Tom Brady can jump off cliffs. He's Super Bowl champion. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, Jason Pierre-Paul, I mean, he just wanted to light up some fireworks. I don't think he thought he would lose a finger. I didn't think he thought things would happen to his hand. However, should there be a limit on what you can and cannot do in the offseason? Because Antonio Brown is one of the best receivers in Pittsburgh. Von Miller, you're the best defensive player in the NFL. You came from the best defensive team. You won the Super Bowl. If anybody's watched Dancing with the Stars, or I mean, they come out with these stars have ankle injuries and all types of stuff, bruises. Should you be putting yourself through something like that before the season? I mean, do what you want, but you know.
I don't think there should be a limit to what you can do in the off season, because I'd rather be doing this than doing a lot of other. Oh, sure, lighting firecrackers, doing other extracurricular activities. I'd rather see you doing this. This is somewhat productive. This is helping your brand. Von Miller, he just won the championship. I'm not going to tell that man nothing. And he won MVP. I'm not going to tell him
You're going
nothing.
to Disney World. Do your thing.
I'm not going to tell that man nothing. And Antonio Brown, he got some feet on him. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying that. But I'd rather see them doing things like this than doing something that can get them in trouble.
Like Sucks.
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute.
Fill in the blank. Fill in the
Cheap
blank.
shot.
Fill in the blank. Sure.
That's a cheap shot?
Yes.
I'm stating facts here. Anybody else have any thoughts on that?
I mean, I echo what Cravante said. I mean, this is safe. You rather it be safe than some JPP type of.
Why not Celebrity Apprentice? But you dancing. What if you fall by?
Celebrity Apprentice is on hiatus right now.
Yes, because Donald's running.
The Donald.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The dump.
The Donald.
Yes, that guy.
And the Apprentice doesn't seem really fun. So
no, you're fired.
Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars.
He needs to be fired.
It's gonna be fun.
He needs to be fired. Anyways, I hate to switch gears to such a down moment, but Trey Walker.
Yeah.
Another young man dies before his prime. I mean, dies too young. Another young man gone. Another young person in this world does not live. We was on 23. Does not live before to see 25. And another athlete gone before his prime. Reminds me of how we all felt when Sean Taylor died. Any thoughts? Motorcycle accident. We all know.
It sucks, man. It just really sucks because this possibly could have been prevented because he wasn't wearing proper gear. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he had a helmet on.
Yeah, the bike was illegal, right?
Wearing all black colors. I mean, he pretty much just did everything wrong.
Yeah, man. But I hate to see him lose his life over that. I like to see, you know what I'm saying, comeback stories like that. You know what I'm saying? But
he was fighting for a minute.
Yeah.
Who was it? J. Williams?
J. Williams.
J. Williams, who came back from it. So, I mean, you really hate to hear about stuff like that because Big Ben got messed up for a while with a motorcycle accident.
Right. Oh, and Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying?
Cam Newton in his car accident.
Yep.
But
Ben Roethlisberger.
He said that kind of woke him up.
I mean, what else do you need?
That's the way that car looked, yes.
Yeah, man, because he wasn't. And Cam Newton's a big
dude. If you
dude.
saw that car, he was not supposed to.
Cam Newton's a big dude. And he came out virtually unharmed. Right? Like that's crazy.
And if you saw the picture of that car, he should not have.
Yeah, man. But it's really unfortunate. I definitely send my condolences to his family, friends, and the Ravens organization because they knew him. This wasn't a nobody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Harbaugh and other guys had things to say, like his smile light up the room and things like that. Like it's tough for everybody in the NFL right now.
And the potential, he wasn't not a shabby guy.
Right.
I mean, he wasn't a scrub. I mean, but they was expecting this guy to he had a bad rookie year, but they was expecting him to step his game up this year. You know, be one of those premier guys to take one of those 3 spots at the cornerback spot. Yeah. So it's just really a tragic situation that happened to him over the weekend. So I send my condolences to his family too. I heard that Ozzie and John Harbaugh went over to Florida, to talk to his parents and, make sure, the organization is going to take care of him. So that's a good thing.
That's always good to hear.
Tomorrow's never promised, people, so do the best you can day by day because you never know.
Right. Be safe.
Not
please do everything in your power to possibly be safe.
Not everybody dies of old age, Anywho, our condolences go there. Last 5 minutes of the show. We're winding down. The madness that is March. Y'all can take it. In Between the Zone, by the way, will feature the best of Cravante Byron D.
Oh, my.
And Raj.
Hey.
Because the In Between the Zone, and you and Andre, I'm stepping out of this one. I'm
really?
quick to admit that I'm stepping out of it.
Really?
I love watching y'all do that. I think it's so dynamic, and they have the brackets behind them. It's everything. Anywho, March Madness, Michigan. Woo!
Michigan State.
Bye-bye. Gone bye-bye. But anyways,
destroyed.
You guys, what can we look forward to? Byron, Cravante, anybody?
Well,
what can we look forward to?
I know one thing we can look forward to.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
D said Duke, baby.
I ain't
that made this show.
Because when Oklahoma beats Duke in the Elite Eight.
It's all white noise right now. All I care about right now is the fact that you had to say Duke on this show.
That's right.
That's Duke and United States head coach.
No. Wait a minute.
United States head coach.
You know what? One more time, because you said on this show.
You have to give him what his wants the total way.
And in Between the Zone, you said you would say it.
Don't be a sore.
They didn't play Baylor, dang it.
No. When you say this, you have to give it everything that they asked for. And you can't say anything bad. You can't name any other team.
I haven't said nothing
Don't hedge your bet.
Duke
hey, look,
University.
I owned up to my bet. You own up.
Duke University did what? Do this right way.
Duke won 2 lucky games.
No.
You
no. I'm one more time.
Goodness.
one more time.
Can you come on?
The reigning, defending, national champions
I
of
understand
college
all
basketball.
They are the reigning champions.
The who?
Duke is the reigning champions, and they have put themselves in position to
No.
get to Houston.
Just say the name, and we'll let the whole thing go.
Duke.
No.
Duke,
Say the Duke who?
Blue.
I can't say the last one.
Blue.
Yeah.
What are they? Duke Blue. Come on,
Blue
baby.
K's, Coach
No.
No. The Duke what?
Come on.
The
They
Duke
blue
what?
Coach K's.
No,
The
they're
Duke
not
what?
the Blue. Come on.
Okay, we're gonna let this slide on. We got in the show, people.
You know what? No food for you
Okay,
tonight. No
don't
food
forget.
for you.
Don't forget that Twitter
So
poll,
wrong.
people. The Amazon link, Cravante, real quick, please.
Amazon link for all my Amazon users, which is all of you guys. There are great discounts available on the Fox Sports 1340 AM website at the top of the page. Various discounts on various items. I'm sure you can find something you like.
I'm so disappointed in you,
I am
D.
too.
Like, anyways, if you want more of this, please tune into In Between the Zone. As you can see, In Between the Zone gets busy. These guys do not spare any expense. Anywho, we want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. Don't forget to like us on our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope at The Flex Zone 1. If you have any questions, ideas, or possibly want to be a guest, you can always send us an email to theflexzone1@gmail.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Flex Zone, as well to us you can listen to us, on SoundCloud and on iTunes. Tonight's show is executively produced by Andre Melton. Our senior producer is Crevante Heard, and our associate producer is moi. Our social media team, our interns aren't here today, but we still got to give them a shout out. Milton, Rochelle, Ty. See you all next week. Please tune into that In Between the Zone segment about the March Madness. It's going to get real. And next week, we gear up for one of our good specials here. Something you can always count on, our WrestleMania special. Roger D., Dre, you can catch them on that one. And I'm going to introduce it after that one. The specials of all specials, people. I'm going to let the fellas take the night off.
And we got
all
somebody.
Women, baby.
Oh,
Woo!
Mike Knox from Fox Sports will join us next week.
Hold on.
And
More
he-
importantly, I get 2 weeks off. We get 2 weeks off. Forget all
You
that.
disrespectful. You better
2
be
weeks.
in this.
Yeah,
y'all
because
better be in
then we got
this.
the Wrestle Put Me to Sleep show.
Hey, whoa.
Be
Stop it.
respectful.
And,
Don't you start.
Be
They
respectful.
be in the
and the all
control
women and the
room.
all women gossip hour. So we'll be okay.
Wait a
We
minute.
all right.
Wait a
We'll be
minute.
all
Hold on,
right.
you trying to be like that dude
Did
from
you
the
just
tennis,
limit
from
us
tennis,
to a
man?
gossip
Stop
hour?
it.
No, I'm just saying.
Did we gossip
got
the
it.
last show? Anyway,
We'll take this off air.
I'm just saying.
anywho, we appreciate you guys for always believing in us. We got some more stuff coming from you. A live show coming soon. Keep you posted. Anywho's, as I say every week, I'm in the show like I always do. I don't care if it rhymes. It's mine. I'm going to kill like Kevin Kelly. The show's over, guys. We can go home. Or to Fridays.
Hey! Also, go
Roger's
Maryland.
off.
Go Maryland. Go
Maryland
Terps
men,
men.
because our women has disappointed us, but go men.
Anywho, it's a wrap, people. We're out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
We gone.
See?